Welcome back. Well, July is UV Safety Awareness Month, and with this hot summer sun, it's certainly important to remember to protect your skin from those damaging UV rays. Damaging skin cell DNA can lead to skin cancer, which is the most common cancer in the United States. So here to tell us more, we are joined live by Dr. Ophelia Okoh. She is a family medicine resident physician at Middlesex Health. Doctor, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So this is a very important topic. Of course, we want to enjoy the summertime, enjoy the sun, but there are ways we can limit our exposure. And you say one of those ways is kind of timing when you go out in the sun?
Absolutely. So the sun is going to be highest in the sky around 10 to 4 p.m. So you just want to make sure that you're timing your activities if possible during the early morning or later in the evening. Obviously, getting out is very important for that vitamin D production that our body needs. So it's great, but at the same time, we want to make sure that we are balancing how much exposure we have.
Sure. And in the early morning, later evening, that's when the UV is lower.
Yes, it's lower. So we have a little way to protect ourselves against too much exposure from the sun.
Okay, so that's a good place to start. Now, if we are out maybe in the middle of the day with that harsh sun, there are ways, things we can do like sunscreen, even protective clothing.
Yes, absolutely. So we can't always, predict when we're going to be outside, but if you are going to be outside, make sure that you're wearing SPF 30 or higher. That's going to be a great form of protection. Additionally, you want to make sure that you're applying sunscreen every 2 hours, or if you're sweating, if you're swimming, and wearing sun protective clothing such as hats, sunglasses, and as a family medicine doctor at Middlesex, I can't forget about our little ones. So if you do have a small baby, making sure that you can apply sunscreen at 6 months and older, but before 6 months, want to make sure that you're keeping them out of the sun.
Okay, that's very important to know, especially for the new parents out there. Now, let's talk about, of course, we can't fully eliminate our sun exposure, so we want to be monitoring our skin, right? Looking for any changes. How do we do that? Yeah,
so you just want to take a look at your skin and identify areas where something feels off, where something doesn't look like its usual self. So some of the precancers that we know of, they might not be visible to the naked eye, but they can feel like sandpaper on your skin. So looking for any changes such as those, especially on areas of your face, nose, ears, scalp. If you can't see those areas, get someone to look for you. And we definitely want to make sure that we're looking for any abnormal moles, because those could point to something called melanoma. Melanoma is a pretty invasive skin cancer, and unfortunately it can have life-threatening effects. But if we catch it early and we treat it early, we can increase the survival rates.
And what's great is you have a way for us to kind of identify any odd-looking moles that might need to be checked out, the ABCDEs.
Yes, so this is a fun ways to just think about it. If you notice anything that is concerning that fills within this criteria, make sure to talk to your primary care provider. We have lots of different devices where we can kind of zoom into the area and see if it requires maybe a referral to a dermatologist. So for A, we want to look for asymmetry. Does it look even on both sides? B, we want to look at the borders. Are the borders smooth? Are they blurred? Are they jagged? C, we want to look at the color. Is the color uniform throughout, or does it have many different shades and hues? D, we want to look at diameter. Diameter, if it's anything larger than, let's say, maybe the eraser of a pencil, that's something that is concerning to also bring up. And then finally, E, evolution. How is that, mole or thing on your skin changing? Is it becoming larger? Is it becoming itchy? Is it bleeding? Any of these things can definitely cue us to take a deeper look to make sure that we are detecting skin cancers early.
Sure, and certainly important to get those yearly skin checks,
Absolutely.
Right? Well, Dr. Okoh, thanks so much. Really great tips for everyone out there enjoying that summertime sun. We'll have all the details for you. Everything she just covered, WTNH.com. You can also visit middlesexhealth.org. We will be right back.